Hello everyone, my name is Rico Surya Wirawan and I'm a college student of the University Hindu Negeri Gusti Bagus Sugriwo, and I'm a representative of the English Language Education Department. Will be giving you a speech about a physical and mental breakdown in using technology. Okay, before I start, have you ever heard about the mental and physical breakdown in using technology? Because these days a lot of people, not just in our country, it also is another country for such as Europe, and especially in US, United States, British, Canada, Sydney, France, and etc. America also has so many high costs of their problem in mental and physical breakdown. Here I will bring an issue of the physical and mental breakdown. Technology has made our life easier and indeed efficiency of making us something or work on something. Together, we will look at the bad side of the another picture of the technology. Okay, now I will explain or share with you my experience of facing physical and mental breakdown of using technology. On that day, on sunny day, I went to a cafe and brought my laptop with me, and because I want to refreshing my brain of because I just work all day, all night long to do through my laptop. It make me be fed up with my laptop, so I went to cafe just make to refreshing myself, and then suddenly I got unexpected turn of mood after my friends calling me and said there is a young girl had got hang himself because she didn't use they can't say she can't use the technology properly. So it it suddenly makes me feel empty, feel pity to that girl. Why she just why she uh not intend to ask another people, another person, or search a tutor in YouTube to make how to use technology properly. Why he just hang himself herself like that? It's very painful feel to see. So from that I start thinking to change my mindset to learn something little by little. We can't do it instant. We must learn little by little. Just take your time, maybe the normal time, just take your time approximately 15 until 20 minutes. And after that, you can practice the knowledge that you got from the YouTube or your friend, and keep like that until the material is done, and then you get the knowledge without causing your health problem. So that's the briefly story or my experience of facing a physical and mental breakdown in a real life. Thank you. Here I will explain the height of mental and physical compared to the other major chronic condition in using bar chart. You can see the bar chart here. There are so many major chronic conditions happen in United States caused by mental and physical mental breakdown in using technology. Those major chronic conditions there are 12 major chronic conditions in this chart. I will mention one by one. The first one is Alzheimer, arthritis, asthma, cancer, CHV, or we can say congestive heart failure, Number 6 is CHD, coronary heart diseases, and then depression, diabetes, and after that hypertension, schizophrenia, osteoporosis, and the last is stroke. Another recent study present a prevalence and total management of cause of the high mental disorder, or we can say the chronic conditions. As shown in six figure in US, there are Alzheimer diseases, depression, asthma, stroke, and etc. has the high prevalence in this chart. So, in not just in Indonesia, in every country, especially in United States, has the high cause of the mental disorder of the major chronic condition, especially in cancer, Alzheimer, and depression, because this major this problem causing by mental and physical mental breakdown cause so many problems. There are 12 major chronic conditions that I've mentioned before. The most commonly people get the major chronic condition is depression. It must be depression. And that's why in this bar chart, depression has the high cost of the major chronic condition. Okay, this is the another chart of the physical and mental breakdown in using technology. For me, a yearly cost of patient of US got decreased significantly, especially at major chronic cancer. That you can see here, the cancer is the high costly of the major chronic conditions in US. Alzheimer's diseases and schizophrenia is also the most costly disease, being even higher than major chronic condition, cancer and stroke. You can see here if there's no, there's if there's quite a little bit confused of the explanation, you can see the bar chart here. And then in many developed countries, not just in Europe or United States, so many countries, in many developed countries, around 35% until 45% of absenteeism of work is due to mental health problem. This caused by the mental and physical disorder or problem they get from their workplace and everywhere in using technologies, feel insecure for themselves and absenteeism and use alcohol. That's why in the United States, mental illness is considered for an estimate 59% of the economic problem or an injury or illness. It also followed by alcohol abuse 24%. That's why United States has the high cost of the mental health problems, because there's so many people there's so many people work in technology. It's also, it must be there is some bad side of technology using in some of people or few of people, that which make them feel insecure and then kill themselves by using alcohol or do a suicide. Or we can say that from my explanation before, the economic cost, that also they buy alcohol every time, that also cause the economic problems. A report from a Canadian university revealed that this disease has a psychological reason increase 400% increase from 1993 to 1999. So there is a long period of this disease. Or according to Patel and Knapp in 1997, a survey of psychiatric morbidity of the US or UK allowed to people with psychosis in average to take days off over to 40 days off. Illness affect access to the job market and the job retention. Cause of the alcohol or major chronic conditions or mental in using the the impact of using technology if you're not using in proper way can cause so many problems such as losing productivity, healthcare, financial crisis, and the last is criminal justice system. Okay, there I will show the chart, another chart of the bar chart of using technology, but this time is for the mental illness, access to the job market, and the job retention. So there are four problems that I've mentioned before. The first one is losing productivity, second is healthcare, three financial crisis, and the fourth is criminal justice system. So many sources it tells us about the negative effect or impact of using technology, like this another chart of the in of physical and mental breakdown in using technology can cause so many problems, such as not just only for this is the very common, but I will explain the one by one of them. There are can be a depression and hearing loss, poor posture, and can be bankrupt. If you Why I say bankrupt, because if we can't use the technology properly, we got stressed from it and we can't think clearly, and we buy a wine or drug, or we can say it's alcohol, that also automatically cause the economic problem, can cause you lost your productivity, your lost your job. So that's why losing productivity here in this bar chart is the high part of this bar chart. In the United States, it has been estimated that 1.9% until 3.6% of using these drugs to make them calm caused by their mental and physical breakdown of their job from their job. I'm sorry. In a large or United States, according to another research of this physical and mental breakdown, say it has been a long period for people can be changed, can be calm to get their normal life is by not using by not using alcohol. So from that I can put the meaning is needs the someone who has been addicted to using alcohol causing by this major chronic by this mental and physical breakdown. It must be very hard for them to be have a normal life like usual, like normal people, because they've been addicted to be to their alcohol. So that's why the loss productivity here is a high part, and followed by the healthcare, financial crisis, and criminal justice system. For the rest of the negative impact of it, there's has connection of the video of the physical and mental breakdown. Why? Because if you lost your productivity, it must be something problem with your health. So that's why your health care is the second high after the lost productivity, and then followed by the vehicle crashes, or can be worse, can can happen a criminal justice system. So that's the explanation of the discharge of the physical and mental breakdown in use in of into the job market or job retention. For my speech that I got from the physical and mental breakdown is from learning during technology, using technology when you making of something, work on something, when you making, like, for example, you making thesis, proposal, video, graph, chart, and etc. It become easier if you use technology. But not just that, besides all of the positive things that I mentioned before, that must be also have the bad side of it. So I remind you, for any all of age, adults and kids or extra, it must you would be wise to use your technology properly, because if you're not using your technology properly, you will get so many major chronic that I've mentioned before, like maybe you will get a depression because you're thinking so much, and not get enough sleep, and also cause your mind to buy any kind of drug, or we can say alcohol. I assure you to not doing that. Please use your technology properly. And I suggest you, if you want to learn something quickly, please don't be with something instant. Try to learning little by little. Like, for it, for example, learning technology. Technology is a big wide world study you need to remember, but don't take it all once. Just take your time every day, each day, just approximately 15 until 20 minutes. Learn little by little, and practice the knowledge that you found it. And after that, if you can learn like that, you can get a good knowledge from it, and without causing your health problem, and you will not get mental problem, and your physic and your mental will be good. Okay, that's all from me. I hope you all get it from my speech. Thank you for your attention, and have a nice day.